Morning all. Just a very quick video. Basically the correct scores again, because I do get all the time. I get members what do really well with it. I get members what are still struggling, and then I get other comments from people asking why the game didn't go the way we was planned. It's like I always say, you can't guarantee. We haven't got a crystal ball, so it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter it's going to go that way because we're trading. We're not betting. If you think a game is going to finish the score what you predicted, then that's gambling, because we can't guarantee anything. This is why we trade. So I'm just going to run through something for you so you know what you should be doing. Trying to make it clearer, just in a quick way. This is what we've got in front of us. We call it the evolution tree. So it's kind of giving you, it's not giving you a prediction, it's giving you statistics of a certain amount of games, similar games, what's been played, and what the percentage of the outcomes were. It gives you something to work on, what could happen. Not guaranteed, but what could happen the way the teams play, whether they play together, whether they play similar teams. So it gives you a good idea what to work from. So if you look at this, the green line is giving you indication what it thinks percentage-wise should happen. Again, we don't guarantee this, but it gives you an idea where to start. So we've got 1-0, 2-0, and then if you look here, there's a bit of a stalemate here. It could stay 2-0, could go to 3-0. If you look at percentages, there's a chance it could go. You see, still a chance it could go to 2-1 because games have gone to 2-1. And then down here, you've got the 0-1. This is the away team. There's a 28% chance they could score. So the thing is, again, it's still a chance. This is why you've got to cover other options. If it goes to 0-1, if you look at these, 54% chance that there could be an equaliser to home team. And then you've got these percentages, it could go to 0-2. That's another possibility. So you can't guarantee that this home team, if it's strong, you can't guarantee they're going to win or the score's going to be what you expect. Now the problem people have is it does this 1-0 and then it happens to go to 1-0 like you've got here and here. And then they just sit, don't do anything and wait, because they assume it's going to either stay at that or it's going to go to 2-1, because obviously they like the home team. But if you look at this here, you've got a 37% chance of it going to 1-2, even though you've got the strong home team. So this is what I always say. So the thing what you're going to have to do is, let's say, for instance, what I tend to do, if I think there's a chance of being a couple of goals, I tend to, on the software, cover me 1-0, 0-0, like I did in that last game. So I can do a scratch trade on these with software, which you can do if you use Betangel. Depending on what you do, you can create yourself a scratch trade on this so you don't lose anything, you don't win anything. You can leave a small amount on this if you want, depending on how much you put on, or again you can do a scratch trade. And you can work on your other score lines. So then you can do 2-0 and just 2-1 if you want. So a scratch trade on these, 2-0, 2-1, and then work from that. And then also what I tend to do is I tend to try and cover in some way, whether again I do like a scratch trade or do a little bit of money or do an equal one, on 1-1, just in case. Because if you do 1-1, it gives you a chance on this if they score first for it to come back. So you're alright on that. So then what happens is, say the score goes to 1-0, but then it goes to 1-1. You've already got this covered. So when it went to 1-0, depending on what you've got on, a lot of these should move and come in for you. So you should be a little bit, not always, but you should be a little bit in green. So you should be able to move some money about. Like I show you, it's easy and it's surprising what you can do. So it gets to 1-0, you moved a bit of money about, you're in a fairly decent position, but it could go to 1-2. Now that's when you need to make the decision, because it's gone to 1-0, which you weren't expecting yet. Do you cash out for if you manage to make a small green? Do you walk away from the game? If you're a little bit in red, which you should only, if you are in the red, it should only be a little bit in the red. It shouldn't be a lot. If you played it right, it shouldn't be a lot at all. Do you take a small loss? Which is what you do, because you take your small losses, you walk away, and then you work out your next game. to make you profit. And that's how you constantly make your money, your passive income, because you're taking small losses at big wins, because your next game might be 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, bang, you got it. Got a good bit at bank. So you might win, I don't know, say just having small amounts on, you might win £20 on that game. You might have only lost £3 on the one what you had to cash out on. And that's what you need to keep doing. And this is what people struggle with, it's that mindset of gambling and trading. But back to what I was saying, if it goes to 1-0, what do you do? Do you want to kind of cover 1-2 somehow, if it goes that way? You've got 2-1, remember, you've already got that on. So what do you want to do? Do you want to take a bit of money? If these are in the green, can you move a bit of money about off this one and put it to the 1-2 just in case it goes to that? Because I've done that before. You can do that. You can take a bit of money out so as you've got a little bit extra if it goes to this, a little bit extra if it stays at this, which is more than you cash out. And if it goes to 1-2, if you manage to like a scratch trade on this or equalise these amounts, which again is possible, you're in a good position. And then if it does go to this one, then you might as well just come out for whatever you've got either if you manage to get a green out of it, or if it's, even if it's half of what you've put in. If you've had £10 in, even if it's, you know what I mean, if you read a £5 and you've put 10 in, still doesn't matter. You've still not lost your money fully. But it's very doubtful if you do it right, even if it went to 1-2, you're going to be in a lot of red. You would have to wait. You can't guarantee the cash out, which is why you're better off with the software, because the cash out's always a bit all over the place, which is why you're better with the software. That's what I suggest, the betangel. But it's kind of no-brainer. It's kind of no-brainer, and a lot of those members do it. But a lot get fed up. A lot get fed up and they give up, unfortunately. And it's a shame, because you can do it. So what I suggest is you get the betangel software. That's what I like to use, because to do it without that is a lot harder, and you're having to put more money in. So I suggest first getting betangel software, using the selections, because what I do with the selections is it's not only trying to pick out it's not like trying to pick out guaranteed wins. The selections pick out the most could possibly do the scorelines what we want in, but more than anything, they filtered for the odds as well. So you're getting better odds on those particular games. So you've got the chance of moving that money about better. That's probably something I need to explain a bit better on the selections. So the correct score selections are filtered by the odds as well. Not only the stronger teams, but the odds as well, to try and get you better odds. Filtering out all the ones, because if you haven't got good odds on the correct scores, you're going to struggle to move money about. That's the problem. So that's why I do it that way. So I hope that's explained it a little bit better. I'll try and think, if you have any questions, just drop me a comment message, and I'll try and answer it a bit better. But that's the only way. It's like, don't give in, but don't gamble. Trade it. Move your money about. Watch some of my other videos. I'll try and put a link in this one to one what explains it a bit better. Watch this video a few times. Have a look at this chart. Screenshot it if you want. And like I said, just try and trade and keep your head level. And I'll speak to you all later.